Hello everybody and welcome to today's stream. I am your humble host, Gavin the Kitty. And we are streaming Team Sonic Racing and finishing up the final bit of this game on story mode. So let me go ahead and unmute, unveil the curtain. Hello! Hello. Let's see who's in chat right now. If you're just joining us, please drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hello, Empathetic Empathy. Hello, Dark Prince, and hello, Dinosaur Fan. I'm starting late today because voice. I need to stop throwing it out, but you know what? It's okay. So last we left off, we were in the ice world. Well, we had just finished the ice world, and we finished the chapter 4, and we were just getting started on chapter 5. And Carmix says Sonic. Yes, Sonic. I hope everybody's doing well today. I am doing all right. I could be a little less nasally, but you know what? It's okay.
Silver has been acting kind of strange.
So, yeah. Each of these are going to be challenges and whatnot, so as the story unfolds in between each of the races, honestly, not a bad story mode. So let's just jump in. If they say Silver's been acting weird, let's
word and I'm gone.
I'm gonna swap out his loadout though, because we got a lot of parts, and I didn't get to show this off last time. Okay, we're gonna want something that can help improve our speed here. I think that's the best we got for now. Hello Skylar, welcome. Wait, are your friends not joining the stream? They might join the stream. Dinosaur Fan, when it comes to my streams, if my friends show up, they show up. I give them links all the time. I invite them to come on at any point in time during the stream. They can just hop in and join. They don't always take that, so that's okay. They're busy. You know, Miss Artie right now is working on finishing her move too, so Sora pulls up in the hot rod. Hello, the Evil King Bowser. Yeah, but it's going all right, Skylar. How are you doing today? And that goes for the whole chat. How are you guys doing?
I can tell something is on your
Let me make sure the audio levels are good, because
I'm fine.
I got kind of excited. Oh my god, today's the last day I get to play Sonic before Frontiers.
I can't explain it. I just feel it.
So you guys might be wondering what's up with tomorrow.
Given you precognition?
I'm going to,
I don't know. Maybe they have. Or maybe I'm just thinking too much.
Either way, I trust you.
Tomorrow is probably going to be Donkey Kong, Country Tropical Freeze Part 2, and I'll probably switch it back to the normal time. I know starting late has been joy for everybody who gets to watch, but I do prefer starting my stream early just to get it out of the way with. Just so I have, that way then you guys have something to watch in the evenings, but, you know, I get it. We're up to 7 people watching, but I don't see 7 likes, so please, drop a like. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because only 30% of my audience is subscribed. And then it's getting smaller as I get more views, so please, subscribe, be one of the cool ones. It's always nice to watch a stream. Yeah, it is, honestly.
Silver, stay focused on the task at hand.
I've been doing a little bit of cross-promotion late at night with the good Dark Prince Gaming himself.
I was born ready.
New video announcements announced Saturday. Well, I don't have any video announced Saturday, but that's nice that you can promote your stuff. Just please don't promote it overly. Not every stream's about you, Skylar, please. Today I'm just excited to show off Team Sonic Racing. Alright, so one of my other teammates are already beating the race, but it's okay. Gotta get back in the groove. Rock my groove! I'll try to check chat when I can. I'm gonna see if Mountain Man's busy, because he's generally busy around this time of year with his work. He's the only one out of all of you guys who shows up. He shows up regularly as a co-host, and then when he's busy, he shows up off the stream just to exist.
I'll nail it next time.
Oh, dang it. Too many times. I'm gonna use one of the cubes to reroll it. Gotta love the rooftop run. Now, if you guys watched part 1 or haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it. It's up on the channel, but after this, of course, because the live viewers are always here. If you guys have any questions for me or about the game, feel free to ask. I do know a little bit about this game, but there's not much about the development history that I really looked into for this one. I just kind of wanted to play a racing game, because it's fun. You know? It's just a fun time. I honestly can't complain with this way this game is structured. It's just a good game. Of course, we get a nice remix of Dreams of an Absolution, which is Silver's theme. Blaze needs to stop knocking me off the track. You excited for Frontiers? Very much so excited for Frontiers. I have my pre-order all ready to go. I've got my stream planned out. I just need to make my thumbnail. So, it'll be a launch day stream for this, for Frontiers, so I really can't wait to show it off.
Good teamwork. Thanks.
Anyone need anything?
Of course. Frontiers in 10. Why wouldn't he be in 10?
At least my skin will look nice. With all this power, we can't lose.
You weave in between, you actually end up.
I just got bogged by an
If you can weave in between those rocks, it helps out because then they're not destroyed for the other players.
reaching new heights over here.
Up and over.
Coming in for my slingshot.
You never disappoint me, Silver.
There we go.
Try that, and there we go. Alright, so what are people saying? It's always nice to watch a stream, as you're attracted, you're safe with Frontiers, I've been much reporting related, Frontiers related. That is A-okay. I have actually been watching all of the trailers and stuff because I'm that excited. Nothing has been spoiled, believe it or not. Nothing has been, like, super spoiled. They only show off stuff from, like, the first 2 islands. It's kind of nice. It's refreshing to see a trailer that doesn't spoil the entire game. Like, holy crap. But I've been doing this series since December 10th in preparation for Sonic Frontiers. Back then, we didn't even know the name of the game. Like, I was just like, the new Sonic game's gonna come out, and I want to be prepared. So let's play every Sonic game. And now, here we are, and it's 5 days away, and I'm on my final Sonic game before we have Frontiers, and then it'll just be a bunch of stragglers. And if you haven't watched, this is actually the 70th Sonic episode on this channel, which is pretty rad, honestly. Seeing as we played more than 70 games. In 1 year, too. I've beaten way more games than I ever have in the past. This year has been wild for me. So, for that reason alone, that's why I'm asking for people to subscribe and whatnot. You only know that it gives you heavy Breath of the Wild vibes? Well, from what I can tell, it's less so an open world and more so race to each finish. Like, there's an endpoint for the Chaos Emeralds.
My operative has his orders, Metal Sonic.
And those are the endpoints, so then you just make the level from that by running around.
Is it weird
It's-
that I get jealous when I see that
It's
my
hard to
friends
explain.
have
It clicked with
robots?
me when he said, don't think of it as open world, think of it as open
Considering you
zone.
can't
It
stand
is a level in and of itself. There are 5 levels
The heart
with
wants what the
smaller
heart
bits in
wants.
between, and then a whole bunch of special stages for the Chaos Emeralds on each world. If that makes any sense, I really hope it does. Because it's not as complex as what most people think. Much rather do the assault mission. I still remember when we got first look. Oh gosh. It's not linear, Dark Prince. It's open. It's just that each of the levels are open. So Island 1 is a giant open world. And then once you get done with that open area, you go on to the next island, and that one's open. And maybe you'll have to go back to the other island to get some other items, or to level up a little bit more. Or you'll just blaze right through and you go to the third island, and that's another open area. So each one of them is open areas with their main focus being its look and feel and theme and enemies. And you kind of see that it's 5 levels that are just gigantic with tons of things to do. It's less so an open world, and I kind of understand what an open zone game is now, and I think I'm okay with it because it feels more like a Sonic adventure game than a standard Sonic game. So that's been exciting for me at least.
Stop me now.
Let's get an edgy the hedgy for this race. Sonic Frontiers is very exciting to me. I'm very much ready for it.
With your teammates can help you go faster. Yeah, I know. I just need to get the hang of that slingshot move.
Oh boy.
All about the time.
Amy, it looks like there's a big guy hiding over there in the shadows.
Oh no.
Also, that cloud looks like Froggy.
Those are 2 very different things.
That's nice. Come on, we need to get going. The race is about to start.
I wonder if that big guy is racing.
That's a fun, exciting thing. What exactly do you mean by 5 levels? There's 5 islands. It's the Starfall Islands, so it's 5 islands in Sonic Frontiers. You know, like the points of a star, with possibly a 6th one for the center.
Froggy always says that practice makes perfect.
Yeah, it's not so much. 10,
Make way for a superior racer.
makes room for a superior racer. Okay, so for this mission, we just have to hit the enemies, and the more enemies you can hit, the longer you'll be able to race. So when you want to hit them, you want to hit them from up front or make them hit your backside. So then you can boost out from them. The spike ball dude, you need to use a missile for. A rocket, sorry. But we're looking for points here, so let's not dilly-dally, shall we?
Think you can take me?
The spike dudes can hit you too from behind. It's a little annoying. I don't think I got enough points for a star, so. Where's that fourth damn Chaos Emerald? Yeah, we'll try not to curse today, because whatnot, but damn is one of those things where it could mean a couple things, so I'll try my best not to.
What happened to that big guy? I wonder what he was doing.
Froggy! I
What did you
love it.
say, Big?
Let me see where we're at in terms
the
of subs.
Froggy cloud is gone.
to 3 people watching. We are at 419 subs. So, let's see if we can hit 420 today. I think you guys can hit 420. I don't think it would take too much.
The pieces are falling into place.
They're falling into place, but are you sure about that, Vector? We'll go in with
We're really
silver.
doing well out there, wouldn't you say?
I would say you are here for other reasons besides winning.
What? No, I'm totally here to win the money.
Vector, I am a princess. People lie to me daily. It is my job to find the truth, so I know who I can trust.
The voice actress here is
Not
great.
too shabby, princess. All right, you got me.
Shadow's pretty good when you
I'm here because
understand
Tails
that you
contacted me
don't
when they
need to
first
play
left
all
this
of
Godan
the
fucker.
endings.
He wanted me to get the dirt on him.
The true ending's pretty good. There's actually a patch that
And?
fixes the game. Like, it fixes a lot of the problems for Shadow the Hedgehog, and I can recommend that as a good starting point if you're looking to play Shadow. Yeah, no. Got a good amount of people watching today. It's kind of nice. So, the gimmick here is that we have to slide in between each of these by drifting. But we have to do... Let's do them in a certain order. So, like, this one would be a red. Our next one we're going to want is going to be a yellow. And then a red. But drifting in between the things can be a little tough. Now, yes, all you have to do is actually, you know, hit it, but alright. It looks like we're gonna have to retry this one, because I did not get the amount of points. How are the folks in chat doing? You doing okay? Alright. You can start with either, by the way. It starts you off in like a neutral state. Oh boy. Sometimes it can just be easier to just not do the drift bonus. Maybe I did it. I don't know. I did not. Okay. Let's go ahead and try out one of the other races then. Because we gotta continue on somehow. So it looks like we're gonna have to do the longer path here. That's alright.
Sweet, let's do this.
I'm trying to think about things to talk about. I really haven't done a whole lot. I've been on Dark Prince's stream on Twitch lately, just to hang out, exist, because they graciously asked.
Maybe it looks also. That cloud looks.
That's nice.
We already heard that one. That makes way more sense in the other stage, because there it looks like they're talking in a cave. So we were discussing, me and Truman were discussing the way that this game feels like it feels like an in-between All-Stars Racing and All-Stars Racing Transformed. All-Stars, and I think that's because of the tracks themselves. Like, they're good tracks, but the thing is that they're not, how do I put this? They're not set up in such a way that make them feel unique. A lot of them tend to blend together, which makes for a very samey feeling game, which is a real shame, because alright, I would have wanted to like boost through it.
I need to up my game.
Maybe a little bit, Sonic.
Hey, don't text me drive.
Some of these lines are a little funky.
Out of my way. Just what I needed. Thanks.
Of course, when it's mirrored, the races are going to get a little bit tougher.
Bam, that's what you get. Better than a bouncy house. Love me some bounce pad.
Oh god. And Sonic Boom flashbacks.
Cool. Here comes the slingshot.
Sonic, I thought we were friends. I got you something.
Bullseye, chow.
I'll be able to read chat in just a little bit. The races oftentimes take up a large majority of my mental processes, so a lot of
I'm safe in the rear. Our odds keep slipping.
our odds don't keep slipping, Tails. That's you. Tails be slipping and tripping.
Need a lift?
Alright. For this lap, since I'm in first, I'm just going to keep sending them stuff. It's essentially like a little micromanagement. A little bit of micromanagement in a way, because of the way it's,
Get past these guys and I'm there.
Alright.
Too far back, guys. Help, please.
He thinks he's too far back, but he doesn't realize I'm giving him item boxes. When we did a little bit of a test playthrough the other day, on Sunday, I believe, afternoon, we ended up finding that the CPU player does not accept item boxes all the time in two-player mode when you're both on the same team. Alright, we're almost filled up with the meter.
It's ultimate time.
And of course, barely. Barely. Let's see what chat's doing. Not a single thing since last time, huh? Oh, yes. Yeah, Dark Prince's stuff. Also Casey Tapes. It's Casey Tapes on Twitch. That's where I've been helping him out slightly over the past 2 days. So, if you want to hear more of me or him in a little bit more of a casual setting, go check it out. I honestly don't really know how to plug Twitch stuff. I'm asking around my co-hosts, see if they want to join.
You're doing great, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna have to turn on the fan. Find in here very quickly. Of course it is.
What happened to that big...
We already heard that. Alright. Now we have another race to do. This game's kind of just move from one race to the next.
Ooh, I like that.
I still don't like Rouge's voice actress. I don't know. Something about the voice does not fit Rouge.
I would say you
It
are
just
for other
doesn't
reasons
feel right,
besides
and
money.
then
What?
I don't remember if we've heard her in Prime yet, but I really hope it's different. I want it to sound more like Adventure 2. This just gives me Xena vibes without the sass. Of course.
Snooping's cool, but I'm still right.
Enjoy my rear bumper, Slowpoke.
See how this goes. So Bingo
Losers, you're way out there.
Bingo Highway is always a fun stage in terms of the audio.
That was unpleasant.
I felt that.
I'm here if you need me. Get the message?
Now, I have to wonder if the item boxes themselves,
Thanks, hon.
if they show up at specific intervals. I feel like Rouge is just slightly slower than everybody else. Or maybe I'm just playing badly. Or the races are just getting hard. Da-da-da-da.
The ultimate life form.
No fear, they are leagues ahead.
So power characters can hit the obstacles and not slow down. Technique characters can go over all terrain and not slow down, and speed characters are just fast. From what I can tell. So with a technique character like Rouge, kinda gotta play
Need to focus.
things slightly safe.
Earned ultimate status. Let's activate.
He was unbeatable before he had ultimate power. Who would have thought? Of course. Instabomb. Oh boy. You might be wondering, why finish the race if you're not gonna win? If you at least finish the race, you get coins, and coins will let you get other parts for your car. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into that with Sonic, and upgrade his car to
Okay, let's race.
have a bit more boost. Make it nice and quick.
We're really doing well out there, wouldn't you?
That way then, I should be able to stay ahead of everybody else instead of being smacked around by all the items. The voice action... Yeah, I don't mind the voice, it's just, it doesn't fit Rouge, in my honest opinion. I mean, that's Sonic Team's prerogative, they can...
Better back off. Our team rocks.
Shoving me into the wall, Knuckles.
Coming in for a boost. Accelerating is exhilarating. Thanks.
Hey, putting your bacon safe.
Oh boy. I am probably going to need a co-commentator for today. Hello, Mecha Burner Blaster. Welcome. It's going to be a little bit for me to read the chat properly.
Hey, putting your bacon safe. Watch where you're going. Our team's gonna beat you down.
Ready, set.
Whoa, that's fast. Just when the doctor ordered.
Power is unstoppable. Get ready to boost.
Should be able to finish this up here soon. Or at least this race. I know I really want to get to the last set of tracks, but
Here to help if anyone needs it. Thanks. I'll keep one eye behind you.
and that is what I like about the speed character. You just zip back into the front very quickly. Like, I'm already miles ahead of everybody else, which is great. And I think by this world they're really expecting you to try out the different loadouts. But if you're doing the entire story mode without ever going to the Gachapon machine on the main menu, you might not even recognize that you can change parts of your cars if you've only played the story mode. No, you're not, Knuckles. You're gonna go for the ultimate boost.
Here to help if anyone needs it.
And just like that. That was nice and easy. Saved milk. Sorry you're late. You're on a second 40-minute walk for the day. That's fair. I get the need to get out of the house. I feel it. I was working late last night on some stickers. You can see them on the Twitter. I also did some artwork as well this morning. So that early morning art feeling, you know. It do be strong. It do be strong. But yeah.
So, did you find anything out?
Agent Stone would be pretty cool. I do like Orbot and
Castillo
Cubot though,
Charlie
so.
are following up on a few things for me. We should get their report soon. Then we'll see who this Dodonpa guy really is.
Sorry about any coughing or hacking or anything. I'm just getting a bit under the weather. So now, of course, we get a Grand Prix Cup.
I'm revved up and
And
ready.
we're just gonna go with Sonic like this because I like how it feels.
I need your help. Something bad is coming. Soon. I can feel it. I just don't know where. And I can't be everywhere at once. Is there a way to watch the whole track?
One person can't watch the whole track, but a whole lot of people can watch one track. Or in this case, many chow.
So now we have all the Chow watching, as well as Team Chaotix.
Look at the stands. If something bad happens, they will react. That's
I see. Watch.
Watch the Omo Chow gives tutorial on how to recognize when something goes wrong. Watch other people's reaction. Maybe. Maybe. This is a special race to see who's the fastest. This is a special race because, ooh, fun car. Bear with my chat reading, it's going to be a little slow, but I promise I will read all of the chat. There we go. So as this race has gone on, it's gotten a lot tougher. Some of the tracks have been mirrored and flipped around. I don't believe any of the other characters, any of the other CPUs will change their loadouts for their cars. Once again, that's an I don't believe, not an I don't know. So, because I'm not quite sure, but from everything I've seen, the CPU players kind of stick to their base loadout. So it's all up to the main player to
Watch it, guys. Ultimate's on the floor. No problem, Val.
This is fun. You just gotta kind of watch.
I can feel those things.
No, it's not.
Here to help if anyone needs it. I'm flying. Rover and Hedgehog on a mission. Thanks. I'm back in the race.
There we go.
Not too far back, guys. Little help, please.
Too far back. He's in fourth.
Hey, who needs their bacon saved?
Oh boy. Yeah, commentary today is probably going to be a little lacking. I just don't really have a whole lot to talk about. I'm very excited for Frontiers, but if anyone has any questions for me about the stream, about me, about the game, anything, any stories to tell, I'm down to listen. We don't have a whole lot riding on today. The big claim to fame today is
Here to help if anyone needs it.
the invincibility monitor will randomly show up, and that can help protect against that, but
Need a lift?
first, third, and fourth. Okay, that's not bad. Could go supersonic in the car since... Well, that's what the star power is, basically. It's the car running on friendship energy, and once it does that, it kind of sort of supers out, and you just get a giant boost in invincibility for a while. I don't believe supersonic's actually in this game, so... Which is a shame, but it's alright. Once again, sorry about my voice. It's a bit scratchy today. And I am drinking water, but it is taking me a second. I'm gonna see if I can get JD a fun guy in.
Buckle up.
Love how much speed you get from the boosts here.
Take that.
There's that. Grab an item box.
Here to help if anyone needs it.
This game really does feel a little bit different than most racers that I've played. It's better than Nick Kart Race, the Nickelodeon kart racing game, all three of those, which I didn't know they made 3 until I checked the PlayStation Store, and then the next year there's another game coming out, and I'm always like, they made 3 of these? So, this game is at least good, it's just, there's not a whole lot to say about it.
Bam, that's what you get.
The slip shots, the slipstream's really cool, although a little underutilized. I feel like this is a racing game that could do with there being more racers. Believe it or not, I feel like more racers, more teams per race, with a less condensed focus on items, could actually make this into something kind of special. But the way it is right now, it's just kind of,
Teamwork in action.
it's just kind of a thing. Revolta. That it is.
Here to help if anyone needs it.
See if we can catch up Knuckles all.
Back off. Our team rocks.
Of course, Team Rose is trying to steal the victory. So imagine if in Sonic 1 that was like seconds. I mean, it could work. It could work. Aquatic Ruin Zone does exist in Sonic 2. The world says Short Kings Rise Up. Okay. I don't know what you mean by that, but cool. And Mech says needed more obscure Sonic characters. I feel like it could just use for a bigger roster. You know, bring in the Babylonians. Get a Team Babylonian. Get Team Hooligan in here. Give Fangbark Bean modern designs. Just fill this track with more racers. Give it like, I don't know, maybe a 24 set of racers could make this, you know, just an even more wild time. But the way it is, it doesn't feel too difficult, but it feels like there's a learning curve here with all of the new mechanics, which I get, but I don't feel like it really fits with Sonic. Bring in Johnny, exactly. Bring in Johnny, the Pirate Robot, and Eggman from the future. Do it. I'm not saying the word. I know what it means, but I'm not saying the word. That's a... You know, the yellow and black suited Eggman from the future. You know the one. The one with an awful name. From Sonic Rush Rivals and Rush 2.
Here to help if anyone needs it.
I believe rings can help you go faster in the races.
That order is me. Here to help if anyone needs it.
I honestly don't know what rings do beyond protecting you when you get hit.
Get ready to boost. Huge boost.
So I didn't mention the shorts that have been coming out lately. There was a Sonic Mania Adventures that got put out with 6 episodes of that, with the final one being a little Christmas episode with Amy. There was the Chow short, which was Chow in Space, which was hilarious. I loved that little thing. And then Team Sonic Racing got one. But alongside with those, Frontiers has finally had one as well. They are very adorable animations. However, I do wish they were put in the games themselves, so they're not just, you know, sitting on a YouTube channel waiting to be deleted by the people because they think, oh, it's no longer relevant to promote Mania or Team Sonic Racing or, you know, any of that stuff, which would be a shame. Honestly, I think they should all be included. All of the Sonic Mania Adventures shorts were preserved with Sonic Origins, believe it or not. You can unlock every single episode in that little collection. And that was really cute. I thought it was a great way to great, cute little things to unlock, especially if you haven't seen it.
Ultimate power for a reason.
I need one of these for my next party.
I feel like a jumping bee.
Oh boy. Apparently, Tails is now a bean. I'm sure he's a good bean. Maybe even best bean. But he is bean. He says he's a jumping bean.
Love me some bounce pad.
We're gonna try to Team Ultimate out here for the final lap coming up because that'll really put us ahead of everybody else. Oh, you have a video planned Saturday. Well, that's nice.
Why drive when you can bounce?
I hope you put a lot of effort into it. Because that's one of the best feelings in the world, when you get something with a lot of effort and it's finally seen by people.
Help if anyone needs it.
Like the Classic Sonic Timeline video that I did. I put a lot of effort into that, and about 100 people saw it. And that made me feel pretty good. I wish more people had seen it, but I gotta give it time. Videos like that are kind of, you can't cherish an invincibility box, which is a shame.
I'm making my way to the front.
However, collecting one can be pretty good, because if you have an invincibility box, you're just kind of free to do as you will on the track for a little while.
Hey, who needs their bacon saved?
Maybe I have a co-host.
Ultimate power plus with competition.
Maybe? 'Cause I think I heard something. At least I thought I heard something.
Hey, who needs their bacon saved? Scatter, you also ran.
Team Rose came out of nowhere with that. Nope, nobody. Okay. Just my imagination. Possibly. I don't know what I'm doing on Sunday. I know I've got to go get groceries this weekend. Pardon me, I haven't eaten yet today, so. I have a Pop-Tart. It's waffle flavored. It's great. I'm not sponsored. I just like Pop-Tarts. Final race. We have to come in first here. Because if not, then Team Rose wins, and then we have to retry the old Grand Prix. What do you call it anyways? I'm just going to call it Grand Prix. I do like this level. It's like it's a really fun mix on Spagonia.
You've done your homework.
It's on.
Great, let's...
I know after this I have to start going back to collecting footage for my for the Mega Man episode. Just almost done. I just have to put the footage together. So, that should be good to go soon. I don't want to put a date on it, because if I put a date on it, that means I'm done, and I'm not done. That's one of the odd things about me. When I put a date on something, it just doesn't happen. When I don't, it gets done super quickly. With the Mega Man episode, it just takes time for me to get all the footage, because I have to go back and replay the games. It can be a bit time-consuming to, you know, look back at the old footage that I have collected and see what's usable and whatnot. Because I actually do have footage collected, but some of it's just not usable. It's not in the quality I like. I do like this part. Go, Sonic, go. I'm holding down the button for a reason. God, I hate Amy's car. I don't know why it's so much faster than Sonic's. Were they just that apologetic for Sonic R? Oh, just give her all the speed.
It's ultimate time.
Okay, we don't have much longer for this race. Of course it was him. Well, yeah, if the doctor ordered it, you're probably gonna get it, Knuckles. You listen to your doctors. Maybe not Eggman, but you listen to your doctors. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to think of anything to talk about today. I'm sorry for being quiet. I just don't have much going on. I do hope the gameplay is satisfactory, though. I know that some people have speculated that perhaps there's going to be Marine the Raccoon in the new Sonic series Sonic Prime, but I think it'd be cool. Yeah, that is a pretty dumb spot.
Accelerating is exhilarating. Thanks.
And just like that, we came in first. Wooch. Amy's car uses the same rubber ring as Metal Sonic had in his boss fight. Yeah, probably.
Killing it, team!
Would work if they wouldn't have
Very
shortened it.
soon I'll have what I want. There's no way this plan can fail.
Yeah, negative would have worked way better,
Oh, there's
but
plenty
that's
of
not
ways
the
to do
reason
this.
it's called
I've
that.
been making a list.
What did I say about making failure lists?
The word that comes beforehand isn't shortened.
Ow, I know.
It means new, which is really weird. It's an old term for new.
Aw, I like lists.
Hello, Valine. Welcome. Dark Prince says Hedgehog. Cool. Now we have a survival race. Perfect.
Cool, I'm so ready.
Perfect, perfect.
What's all that yelling about?
Those chow in the stands are going crazy. What are they pointing at? Is somebody hiding over there?
It's that big guy again. I wonder if he knows where my froggy cloud went.
Chow.
And of course it's...
Disgusting creatures.
Of course it's Zavok.
Zavok! This just keeps getting better and better.
Eggman Neo would have been a much better name, yes. Agreed.
Is he with you, Eggman?
What? No! I'm totally shocked that he's here, and I totally didn't ask him to do a secret task for me or anything. Since you're here, Zavok, you might as well race on my team.
I hope Zabok likes losing.
I heard that.
The great Dr. Ivo Robotnik.
Always
Him
keep the
the...
like button held down.
Okay.
I like buttons.
Dark Prince, believe it or not, the name of Sonic's world has never been given a name. Mobius comes from the comic books as well as an old thing written by some cartoon writers for an American version of the script. Now, yes, Robotnik has been retconned in Japan to be the canon name. It is Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik.
I shall be the master of these tracks.
That's what I'm talking.
But Mobius does not exist. There is no such thing. Even in the Sonic universe, no such thing exists. That is the name in the comics and the comics alone, and only the Archie and only like the two cartoons that used it.
Sure could use some air conditioning.
Even the announcer's getting kind of rude.
Out of my way. Hey, uncool.
I'll drive right. I actually felt that.
Knuckles, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's pushing me off the track.
Knock it off!
Step aside, I got places to be.
Pretty much all of this race here has been just something else.
Make way for a superior racer.
Coming in for a boost!
Hey, who needs their bacon saved?
Alright, it's gonna start eliminating the racers here in a second.
Does it hurt?
Anyone, skin boost, please!
We're unstoppable!
Borrow your slipstream.
it, then we don't use that path. The CPU players should follow your slipstream if you go up. Or not. Or Knuckles, you know, just decides to be kind of an idiot. Which is fair. I mean, it's Knuckles, but especially this era Knuckles. I like that Ian Flynn has kind of reversed most of the decisions. He seems a little bit more competent from what I could see in the recent short that got put, the recent prequel short that got put out.
That's a huge help. Thanks. I've got air to spare.
So all we gotta do is come in first. Which is like most of this game. Team Eggman's out of the picture. Team Rose is pretty much out of the picture. Our biggest threat is Team Dark, and most of their cars are not up to snuff. I do wish there was a bit more of a vibe with these music tracks. Maybe give them some crazy taxi flair instead of just generic rock. Hello, Mountain Man! From nowhere in Texas again? Ah, boy. I would love it if you could join me for VC today, Mountain Man. Oh, boy. Because I'm running out of things to talk about. Also, why is Iblis here, LMAO? That's not Iblis. That's just a stone golem thing. There's not really much of an explanation. We are racing on tracks through time and through dimensions, so...
You're obviously not the master of hiding. Did you at least get the thing we talked about?
No.
Yes.
It has eluded me. It is clearly kept in an unknown location.
Joy.
Really? You think? I'm surrounded by idiots.
Gotcha. It's fair. You're referring to the TV show? Alrighty. Is the leapfrog logic name for Robotnik? No. Eggman just happens to be his middle name and an insult to him that he decided to embrace, because if he embraces it, it can't, they'll stop, you know, maybe they'll stop using it.
Ooh, these races are beginning to take their toll.
But yeah. That's all I've got as we move on to the next little bit here.
Okay, let's race.
Once again, just gonna stick with the loadout and keep moving.
This race is getting more and more brutal. I'm exhausted.
Same, Amy. This game just kind of drags after a while.
Up the ante. We need to make our move.
What move? We don't have any moves yet. I'm not worried about Zavok. We beat him before, we'll beat him again.
We still don't know what they want from us, or what they're ending.
Why we...
We don't even know who the bad guy is in all this.
Fitzgerald?
It's always Eggman. It's just a matter of who else is involved.
Are you talking about Sonic the Comic from Europe?
I'm going to need a vacation.
We can go.
Or are we talking about the real Fitzgerald? Because F. Scott Fitzgerald was a writer. He wrote a couple books. One of them being The Great Gatsby. Doofenshmirtz vibes. It really should, honestly. a lot of the writing here is very comical. I'm kind of glad that it's the last, hopefully it's the last time we see these writers write Sonic like this. Hopefully Ian Flynn taking the helm, if they bring in these other writers. Hopefully Ian Flynn can be like, no, you don't write the character like that. Because this character's like this, not like this. You've been writing it wrong for a while. You know. But Ian Flynn does amazing work, you know. I honestly can't be too upset with him. He gave me my, one of my favorite versions of the Mega Man series, which is the IDW comics, which had lovely explanations for all sorts of stuff. Which, then somebody said, if they're not canon, what does it matter? And I'm like, well, because he probably had a chance to look at the like development history and stuff, and got to ask a bunch of questions to see what these characters, what he's allowed to do with these characters. So there's more truth in what he writes than, you know, than not. Which is a little funny when you think about it, because... I did not mean to do that. Damn it, Tails! Did he have to drive like an absolute jerk? God. I'll do my best to read chat, but these races are actually getting kind of tough. Hello February. Oh boy. And all sorts of people are saying stuff. And just like that, first place. Let's see what people are saying. You also voiced Lyric in Sonic Boom? Oh. Nice! Dub Dio Zavik, that's interesting. Really? Yes, let's go. He also voiced Lyric in Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom's TV show is alright. I can't speak on the game. I have them. I plan on playing them after Frontiers, so... You know. Another voice actor, but it was me, Dio! You seen the drawing you did? Yeah. Yeah. Nice 4 a.m. post.
Events are unfolding beautifully. The race is heating up, and I am getting everything I could have hoped for, and more. My plans always go off without a hitch.
He just wants an exciting race. I just want to finish the game.
That's it, racers. Test your limits.
Dark Prince, I wish I could just say, oh no, I can skip the game if it's bad, but I played through Sonic 06, I played through Shadow the Hedgehog, I've kicked butt in Castlevania 2 and Legends. I've played through most of FNAF Security Breach. I'm not scared of a bad game.
Cool your jets, Knuckles.
I think a bad game can give us some really good commentary sometimes.
It says here,
Listen, man, you could be cringe, but at least you're free.
there's more. He's also the king of a planet called Dawnfuck Kingdom. Huh. I did not see that coming.
Not man asked why torture myself.
Told you he was and he's a
For
king.
reasons.
Those are
I'm a bit of a
both
masochist and I kind of self-hate myself. That is why I torture myself with early morning drawings and editing at 7 at night and, you know, streaming it every single day, you know.
Now that
I feel a deep need to prove myself to others. Because for most of my life, I ended up basically being told that I wouldn't make it. And now I'm doing something that I love, so I feel the need to have to prove that I am worthy of where I'm at right now. By trying my hardest at everything I do. I told my boyfriend this morning, most of my modern art doesn't look like it's my work anymore. And he said, stop with the imposter syndrome, and he's right. I need to stop. I need to own up that that is the level where I'm at right now. My work's got nice, clean lines now, and I have to live with that. Live with the fact that while not all my work is the best, I'm putting a lot of effort into it. I can see the chat going wild, and I can't readily read it. And then all we gotta do is...
The synergy is incredible! Wow, these guys are tough!
Well, what was he doing before if he's now racing? Alright, let's read the chat. Let's see here. I have to scroll up and read. Let's see. Enjoyed 06, or whether or not he enjoys Sonic Boom is to be seen. Yeah, that is to be seen. I mean, I like Ratchet and Clank and stuff, so. Just skip time? I think, maybe? Apparently, empathetic is hunting me down to cuddle me. That's okay. I mean, if that's your threat, that's fair. I'll let you do as you do. Mountain Man says fair enough. Max says, "Do you stop time right when Bites Zedas was about to activate the King Crinum skip time and made in heaven fast forward? What would happen then? I don't know."
On no sides and on all sides.
I don't know, but the time and space is fucked. Excuse my cursing, but that's a lot. Mecha Burner Blaster. Dark Princess, good question. What time it's up? I think it'd just be a mess. You've got spaghetti time right there. Like, there's...
I feel better about the doc.
Alright.
I'm revved up and ready to roll.
This is gonna be awesome!
I was going to see if we have new stuff for Tails, but we don't.
So you're the
Very simple, little girl bat. We are creating
Well, not little bat girl, little girl bat.
in the universe. I'm calling it the ultimate energy engine. Very secret, very hush-hush.
Don't you have facilities and people to do these races?
If you want the best, you need help from the best. Hence, you and your friends.
How very sweet of you to say so.
Alright.
One more question. Since you're a king and everything, do you have a crown covered with jewels and a treasure vault filled with precious gems?
Of course. Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason, sugar.
Yeah, she's gonna steal from Dodonpaw. I don't think we'll ever see Dodonpaw ever again, by the way. Agreed, Dark Prince. That was probably her best voice actress. And it's a shame.
When this is all over, I may have to pay the king a visit.
Because I think with a better direction, you could get a really good Rouge out of this voice actress. If I can even just get 1 star, I'll be happy. No, she didn't, Dark Prince Gaming. She did a lot of other roles for Rouge beforehand. I just missed a phone call? What? Someone called me. I'd call back, but it's probably a scam. Because, like, nobody calls me. And I don't recognize the number. If they call back again, I guess I'll answer. I'll give it another go. I don't remember how I did this one before, because I've actually beaten this game a few times now. Maybe we got one? We did! Hooray! On to the next one. On to the next one. We would like to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Yeah, possibly.
Of course, one cannot create something without information, and I have gathered much.
Mecha
information
Burna
from
Blaster.
your races.
My dear boy. My poor sweet boy. I did a whole video on the classic Sonic timeline. This encompassed everything from Metal Sonic to Mecha Sonic to the Mecha Sonic version 2. You find out what happens to all of them. It's an hour-long discussion with me and Argent. It's on the channel. If you go over to uploaded videos, it's like the second uploaded video. YouTube's new layout has been a little bit nice. I don't enjoy it quite as much because my streams will get probably less views because of it, but you know what? It's okay because that Sonic video might just do well. So if you want to know what happened to that, go watch that. It's an hour-long discussion. Essentially, Metal Sonic was the final version, and when it failed, Eggman went back to an idea of, instead of beating Sonic at speed, beat him with strength. And that ultimately cultivated to Sonic 3's Mecha Sonic, or later, I believe I called it Mecha Sonic version 2. And that name came from the wiki.
Okay, let's race.
Yes. I will put up the tomato image in a little bit.
Indeed.
So here we just learned that Don Pa's not actually evil. He's just a rich person trying to do good, which doesn't seem like a thing I can say at this current moment. But this guy's a space alien, so what do I know? He came from space. I got nothing. I will put up the tomato image that Miss Artie drew in a little bit. Whew. Over the weekend, I might be taking a short break from streams to mentally prepare myself for Frontiers. Maybe collect some new stories for you guys, and I have some more to tell. I do have some stories. I have one good story about my dad and Mario Kart. My dad loves Mario Kart for some reason, and he's really good at it. He loves racing games. Something about racing games is just the thing that he understands. Because believe it or not, growing up, my dad was a bit of a gamer, so... No, my mom was a nerd, my dad was a gamer. How interesting. Yeah, my dad also did sports and a bunch of other stuff too in between, so... Plus, my dad liked comic books. My dad's favorite superheroes are the Hulk and Superman. And I think that is kind of the most. That's kind of a good way to look at it. Because if he works out a little bit, he'd probably look like an old Superman. And he's just as angry as the Hulk, so it kind of fits. My dad is an interesting person, and I take after a lot of his bad qualities, sadly. However, that doesn't mean no good has come of it. I'm like, what's got us in last place? It's Tails. I am so far ahead of these guys. That mini-map is very helpful in knowing exactly where you're at and when you're at it. I feel like there's a little bit of rubber banding every now and again. Which is okay. It's not as obvious as something like Mario Kart DS or 64, where you can just go so much faster. How many forms does Metal Sonic have? He's got the Mecha Sonic Kai, Metal Sonic Kai, Metal Sonic, and then I forget what it's called in Heroes, but those are the only 3 forms that he has. Mecha Sonic and all of the other robots are prototypes of Metal Sonic. Spook Star Time. Okay. Guess the character. I have no idea. I have no idea. Skylar says hi to Mountain Man. Cool. He's not in voice chat, I'll say that much. I have no idea if he's still watching. I think he might still be on the road.
Killing it, team.
Oh, there he is.
Now that everybody
I'll go ahead and put the tomato image up. So if you don't know, during Zelda Oracle of Ages, Miss Artie and I got on a tangent about VeggieTales.
That's right. and the only place to resolve it is at the finish line.
And then it went into JoJo, because of course it always lands on JoJo.
What's fun in that? You don't win by stopping, you win by going.
I wasn't talking about racing, Sonic. I was talking about the doctor and his intentions.
And they drew a Dio Tomato. Dio Bob the Tomato. And it's very well done. Artie's a great artist. There you go, guys. You got your Dio Bob the Tomato. Kono Tomato da. Or whatever you guys wanted to call it. Star Platinum. Beautiful. Cool. Okay. As we move on to the next race, let's see how this goes. There's only 7 worlds, so...
Great, let's get this party started.
I'm sticking with Sonic mostly because of the loadout I have.
Talking earlier.
So, it's a free universe last time I checked.
Not if you had your way. What were the two of you talking about?
We were discussing science stuff, way above your pay grade, dimwit.
I like that.
Science stuff like the ultimate energy engine? That kind of power must have made you hungry with desire.
Yes! With that engine, I could finally destroy... I don't know what you're talking about!
So, you hired Zavok to steal it, didn't you?
Am I really that obvious? Little Sonic, Zavok, win this race no matter what it takes!
You know, they've been racing around a whole bunch, but... with the way they're talking, maybe this game is just like... I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. Luckily, this game does help to explain some of the inconsistencies with Frontiers looking like it does, and Forces looking the way it does. Since we know that Sonic hops between worlds using the power rings, this game can helps to explain that a bit of time travel was also used to help fix the world in After Forces. Granted, I don't have much proof for this because most of this game is an interplanetary and interdimensional race. Should be able to. I should be able to catch up to first up there.
Teamwork in action. Hey, who needs their bacon saved?
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody use an ultimate yet, so... I'm assuming Team Rose has one built up and they're waiting to use it. Shockproof. I believe this is our first time seeing the Zap Wisp outside of Sonic Forces. Oh boy, you guys are wild in the chat. I know you guys like talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but one of my favorite series of all time is Fist of the North Star. And if you've never seen it, go watch it. It's a really good show. It's also got a pretty good movie. Not the live-action one, the animated one, but it was done by the same production team, so it has a lot of the same look as the show, which is kind of funny, because they cover a lot of the same grounds, but still. Just love that art, love the art style. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was very similar to it when it first started. Minus, you know, the whole post-apocalypse thing in Fist of the North Star. Oh, I didn't get to use the other one. That's a shame. Front flips are a little bit faster than side flips. But they can be a bit more dangerous because you're longer. Like, you're basically, your hitbox becomes a little bit wider, taller, I mean. Just like that, we're on the final lap. Some really pulse-pounding music. Once again, I'm sorry about the focus, guys. I wish I had more to say about the game. I also wish I could, you know, sit and read chat. But... hello, Gary. In terms of art style, yes. Hello, Gary. Hello, Zero. Can we get one more sub for the meme? I think we can get one more sub. No, it's Kenshiro. His name is Ken. It's Kenshiro, not Kashiro. Kashiro is more of a female name. It's Kenshiro. Often shortened to Ken. You good? I'm still just annoyed that the only real good adaptation we have is the video game of that show. The recent one that came out on, like, PS4. It's so good! But, like, oh, man, if I played that on stream, I'd get copyrighted so hard. But that game is so good. So much fun. No! Mecha Burn Blaster, his name is Kenshiro. He's the Fist of the North Star. It's part of the manga. You should really look up... Fist of the North Star. It's a really good series. It's written well, it's got good characters, it's got great dynamics. The post-apocalypse setting is a lot different compared to many of the mangas that were coming out at the time, and even most mangas today. The martial arts abilities are all super, super cool. They also had a prequel series called Fist of the Blue Sky, which follows his predecessor. But there's no post-apocalypse setting there. It's like 1980s China. Hello, Versington and Tyler. Alright. Hello, Azel. As people are coming in here, please drop a like and subscribe. We're getting there we're getting to 500 here soon, I'm sure. At 420 this month, oh man, that'd be awesome. Of course. Oh, I thought that was the final lap. I can answer questions in just a little bit. Still not really sure what to say about the game. Wait, is this Sandopolis? Yes, it is, Dark Prince. Isla says bonjour. Demetria says hey. Sescal says sup. Welcome, welcome. Please drop a like if you could. Dark Prince says, what's with the Roblox profile picture? I have no idea. So replies will be slow, yes. Did he just say boing? Yes, Tails did, in fact, just say boing. Knuckles has what in his mouth? Sand. Sand in his mouth. I believe he said sand. If he said grass, that's confusing. There's no grass in this stage. Sand with a D. I know I'm nasally today, but don't take my words out of context. You know what I'm saying? Gosh. Gosh, gorsh, gone. We're on the final race here, Hidden Volcano. Hidden Volcano is actually from Sonic Lost World, not Sonic Boom. Or at least I think. Looks very similar to Shattered Crystal, but it's... I don't believe it's from Shattered Crystal. Because I don't think they referenced anything Sonic Boom after Forces came out. Hello, Dallas M! We're one sub away from 420. Whereas you guys know it, the weed number. So go subscribe. Convince your friends to subscribe. But no, I just think the patterns here, they look a lot very similar to the Lost Hex final set of levels. Specifically the fight against Eggman. I thought I could maybe get into. Tricks are useful because they'll speed you up. See if we can get Knuckles caught up here.
They should sell tickets for this thing.
Alright. Let's me read. What's better, Mario Odyssey or Breath of the Wild? I prefer Mario Odyssey, but I love Breath of the Wild all the same, so it's a win-win in my honest opinion. Remember that time the Tales came, the Masked Man? Yeah, I do remember, because I played the game, like, 2 months ago. Ronnie says, sup. Not Sonic Forces, that's for sure. Yep. Darker says lol. Juno says sup. Hello. January says hi. Oh, my name, but hi. Dallas says both of them are very good games. I think they're awesome games, and I can't wait to play either of them for the channel. We started off, if you're Dallas, if you're looking forward to Zelda content, I actually started The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages just 2 days ago, and that stream is still up on the channel if you want to go watch it. It's in the live section tab, and I plan on doing the rest of the Zelda series when I have free time, but for now we're finishing up Sonic. What was that line? It was something. In terms of Mario Odyssey, I don't know when I'll get to it, but I really want to get to it soon. Are you playing on Switch or PS4? I'm playing this on my PlayStation 5, actually. I do have a PS4, but I've got all the consoles, actually. So
Maybe it's not that they're strong. Watch your tongue, Ed. I'm gonna...
So
That's it.
then we get a nice elimination round before the final world. We're already at 2 hours.
You might be able to regain your honor if you complete a...
What did you have in
But no, I've got all the systems. We did Unleashed on my Xbox One. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze I've been playing on the Switch. For all the Wii games that we played on the channel, I've used the Wii U. I busted out the GameCube for Luigi's Mansion. I have a Wii, but I just prefer to record over the Wii U.
I'm going to enjoy.
Got all 3 versions of the PS3. So I don't know why I was looking over there at the Chow, but like they're like 2D images, and I'm like, ah. I do think it's funny that this music track at least opens up, and it sounds less so like a Sonic song and more so like I've just stumbled into Team Fortress 2. You know, because the scout's gonna bonk you. Bonk! I really shouldn't be. I am running slightly out of energy, and I'm gonna have to probably go get myself something to drink here in a moment. We're so. What was that line? All I did was run over a patch just slightly. All right. Gotta get in first, or else we're losing this. See if we can keep the place, because we have the entirety of Team Dark on our heels. Ooh. Once again, I'm sorry the chat reading's so slow today. I feel bad, because I know you guys probably have a lot to say, and I just don't have much to talk about right now. A lot of the past couple days have been videos and preparing for MFF, so... like how Zavok's really doing, he's just doing the dub Dio voice. Tickets for this. Oh, that line, okay. Wrong with dub Dio voice. Pizza or Hot Pockets. I go with pizza every day because Hot Pockets are a mess, just make an actual calzone. But then again, I'm also a person who makes his own pizza at the house, so I'm picky like that. I do my own crusts and everything. Oh my gosh, we're just taking all of the lines out of context today. And you know, if we hit the 420, it's even worse, because then the chats... because then, not only were we high, we were high and horny.
What are you
with
talking about?
With the way the chat's taking everything out of context.
Well, first they all were here, and then...
Oh, we're at 421! Woot! Thank you guys!
The king wanted to be here, and Eggman and the other guy...
Dark Prince, if you can co-host, if you want, however, please try to keep things a little more serious, and please don't curse. The Discord is in the description below. I'll give you the roles if you want.
Come with me and I'll give you a tour.
Take this as a test run. Your stuff is more informal on Twitch. My stuff is very formal and planned out ahead of time, so...
Hey, look!
Cool, I'm so ready.
Give me the engine, you doddering tanuki!
The engine is worthless now.
Worthless? Incomplete? What are you rambling about?
The racers are no longer racing. Without racing, we cannot get enough ultimate team energy. Without that teamwork energy, the engine will never be.
By kidnapping Dodonpa, you stopped the races. You stopped the engine from being completed.
No, quit pointing fingers. Who can really say who's at fault?
It's him. Eggman, it was Eggman.
I can. It's your fault, boss.
Shut up, Cubot.
I love
Important
Cubot
question
so
is,
much.
How do we
It's
fix
great.
the problem?
We know you're in there, Eggman. Free Dodonpa and we'll go easy on you.
I think our answer just arrived. You want Dodonpa, Sonic? Let's
No,
explore.
Casey Tape. That's not how this works, buddy. You have to join the server. My server is how you do this. I don't go to private calls. I like to keep it open and fair for all co-hosts. I'll give you the tags and stuff after the elimination race here. And we'll do the little test run. Just try to keep it professional and polite if you could. You might ask, why does Gavin not want to curse on his streams? Because I was politely asked not to. And I will respect that. Alright. Let me give you your tag. Alright. Now you just gotta move into the YouTube chat, because it ain't in general. There you go.
Do you know how slow I am?
Thank you for peeking my mic. Gosh. Ooh. What did you say?
Doubt it.
Slow I am?
Nothing is ever that simple with Eggman.
Very. Let me do an audio balance real fast for you.
You're good.
Just talk.
I'm sorry.
Just talk.
By the way, I already knew that I was not meant to curse at all.
Cool.
I used to be like where I wouldn't say any curse words at all, and if it would slip out, I'd just be like, ah, crap.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's just, yeah. I like to reiterate the rules for anybody new coming in.
You're good.
Hand over Duranpa.
Did I not say best 2 out of 3?
No.
I love.
Even open the gates of hell, Sonic.
I'm sure I did.
You don't remember what Zavok sounded like in Lost World, but Zavok is intimidating. Who is his voice actor in Lost World?
I forget what the name of Dub Dio's voice actor is. It's Michael something. That's all I remember.
Did they voice Zavok in Lost World? Because I don't remember them changing many of the voice casts between Lost World and...
I will check that for you.
Thank you.
Voice.
Chat, this is Casey Tapes.
Zavok.
They're a Twitch streamer. They've graciously... I'm letting them help me out today as we...
Travis Willingham is the English dub voice of Zavok in Sonic Forces, and Joji Nakata is the Japanese voice.
For Forces, but what about Lost World?
Okay, in Lost World, Travis Willingham, same voice actor.
Huh. Maybe he just wasn't available for this game.
Who voiced Dio?
Because this would have been 2019, give or take. So the JoJo anime was probably dubbing.
Okay, I was way off. I don't know who I was thinking of. His name is Patrick States. That's the person who does English dub for Dio. Where the frick did I get? Where did I get Michael?
I don't know. Your brain is somewhere today.
Wait, hold on. Who voiced Pedal? I think that's... No, that's Matthew Mercer. Wait. My mind is somewhere else. I'm focusing on the pizza.
Hello, Rue the Rabbit. I'm doing alright, how are you doing? Hello, Sebastian, as well.
Chandler the an ocelot.
Mm-hmm. We get all
something I don't hear that often within the Furry fandom.
Yeah, we get in all the interesting people.
Fat Wolf? That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
What's up?
Berna Blasta says, quote unquote, I can feel those cheeks, is a quote by Tails, apparently.
We're just okay, yeah, we're taking all of this out of context. Gotcha. Cool.
When did he even say that?
I mean the only quote by Tails that I can think of right now off the top of my head is, "Hey guys, this wall tastes like dirt," and then a bunch of clones go and lick the wall.
I never watched that episode. I just know that one part. Hey, this wall tastes like dirt. That sounded like a very crappy Lucy.
Your microphone quality is all over the place, man.
Is it?
It is. And I can't tell if it's just the fluctuation in your voice, or if your microphone is just that far gone.
Okay, so I'm using a Logitech camera as my mic. Oh, wait, is it set to the Logitech? I don't know.
It's probably not, because it doesn't sound like a Logitech.
It is the microphone.
Ew.
I don't have a proper microphone because, you know.
Yeah.
I'm bored.
Hey, I get you. I have a nice microphone, but it's very distracting, so I have to use this desk one that I have. It adds a little bit of echo that I'm not too pleased about, and I did my best to mitigate that with a curtain and soundproof panels, but
yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do, right?
like, I can only do so much. We've got...
Okay, I'm gonna mute stream. Jeez.
That would also probably help. I'm probably going to turn down the game, because for me, the game is actually really loud compared to you. There we go. Now I can take a glance at chat. Hello, Sebastian, Chandler, Verde, Vernon, Caden, Lamsington, and Jethro. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I can pop out chat? Yes, please.
Knuckles attempted to game end himself in Black Knight. Yeah, I remember that. I remember when we played Black Knight. That was a trip.
Black Knight was one of the games that I never got to play. I didn't play Secret Rings either.
You don't need to play Secret Rings to understand it. Just know that Black Knight and Secret Rings just has Sonic teleporting to Storybook Worlds.
I think Sonic actually references to that in Sonic Colors.
He references them all over the place, and every time all of the other Sonic characters are just like, "What are you talking about, man? You never did that. That didn't happen."
No, wait, it was in Generations that he said that. He's like, nothing stranger than rescuing genies in magic books, or aliens in an interstellar amusement park.
Yeah.
Hold on, I just heard the oven. Guys, the oven just beeped. That means I get to put the pizza in.
Oh boy, he's making pizza.
She's making pizza.
She's making pizza. Oh boy. Hello, Jethel and Azara. Welcome.
I didn't know we had to. Well, it goes without saying, which is why I didn't say anything.
That doesn't make sense.
Trust me.
That really doesn't make sense.
Oh boy. It'll be lovely once we start Frontiers. I can't wait. I've just been itching to play the new Sonic game, and I know nothing is going to come close to it, so I just haven't played any other Sonic games except for the stuff for the channel. my headcanon thought is the one wish that, because you can get because you get one wish for winning the race, for competing in the Donpass tournament. My theory is that the one wish is that they fix the world. But this game also had a prequel comic, as well as the animation that I mentioned earlier. The prequel comic was alright. It was 2 issues, and it was just kind of goofy fun. It was cute. IDW's comic run has really been one of the best.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Chat. I am back.
Yeah, if you could just keep an eye on chat for me, that would be great. I haven't read anybody out after Jethel and Azara, I believe.
What is this? So, Mech Blast literally just said, Sonic the Hedgehog caused worldwide terrorist activities. Sonic Adventure 2. I don't... Why? What?
That's a... Okay. That is a quote from, I believe, the president or something like that, or one of the government agents in the game. It's not attributed to, like, specifically to Sonic and his friends.
I know. I just wanted to read it in the Sonic voice.
Anyway, oh boy. Can you... if you're gonna read out chat, read out all the chat. Go ahead and,
I will.
You know, say hi to all the people.
Jackal says aloha. Azura, the blue jackal, says hey.
Hi and hi.
Millie the Cyan Wolf says hey, Gavin.
Hi.
Tessa the Fox, hey, Gavin.
No.
Apparently a lot of people like to put a lot of N's when it comes to your name.
Apparently. You know.
Vincent the Squirrel says heyo.
Hi.
Anubis fan says, hey, Gavin. Oh, but what is it?
Hi,
they
Anubis.
put 2 emojis that looks... One of them has a thermometer in the mouth, the other one has a bandage around their head.
Oh no, I hope you
hope you get better soon.
Yeah, I hope you get well. It's all gonna be okay.
McBurna Blaster goes actual quote.
I mean, there's lots of quotes that I could attribute to things. I could just be like, I could do the throat punch line from the first movie. Throat punch, too slow. Eggman throat punches his assistant. It's great.
I haven't watched the first movie. I've seen the second one.
You need to watch the first one. It's fun.
Okay, so I've watched the OVA, and then...
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I left high school early because I have a sore throat, and my mother has the same thing. My grandparents picked me up early. I must call them to give soap and tea to eliminate the pain.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your sore throat gets better.
Yeah. Hope you get better soon, Anubis. Trust me, I feel it. My throat's not doing great either, but... That's a little bit of a self-inflicted story for another day, huh?
I'm sorry to have you do that double stream as well.
Yeah, it's life. Those who don't know, I've been helping out Casey Tapes over on her Twitch, so, yeah.
I gotta set up for my stream at 9.
Oh, fun. Setup is always the best part, ain't it?
Yeah, especially when you set up, I'm trying to think, like 2 hours and 45 minutes early.
I once set up 5 hours in advance.
You see, this is why Gavin is the better streamer in this instance.
Yeah, I am pretty good, but I took a lot of advice from a lot of other people, and a lot of people were like, I sit up like 10 minutes in advance. I'm like, yeah, that's nice, and then I watch them fiddle with audio all day, and I'm like, I don't want to watch you fiddle with audio. I want to watch you play whatever you're playing.
Okay,
So then I just kind of took into a factor of, I was like, oh, I watched how long it took for Games Done Quick to set up their stuff in between games, and calculated that if I set up like an hour or two an hour to hour and a half in advance, I can nix out every single problem before they start. So audio is no longer a problem. The game running weird, it won't do that. My capture card functioning. I don't just assume shit will work. I make sure it works.
It's better that you can't. Words out of your mouth.
Make Burn a Blaster. This will be like stealing candy from a baby, and I'm okay with that. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay then.
I think I remember that quote. I actually might remember that one from the video I saw. I know the school nurse said if you are sick, stay home. It as a sore when I was waking up, and on the school bus I told my friends at school I won't be here.
Yeah, that was something that my mom would have killed me for. If I was like, I'm sick, I'm not feeling well, too bad you're going to school. It didn't matter if I was sick or not, I was going to school. And I'm telling you right now, if I had COVID, she would have still probably made me go to school if that was a thing then.
What is these?
She would have scheduled that appointment, the booster shot, all that jazz, and still sent me to school. Trust me.
Why?
She said it was to build a work ethic because most people don't show up, so you have to show up.
I'm so confused. Why is this thing doing this?
Because I touched it. I touched it.
Okay.
I touched it. Now there's electrical problems. Have
Okay,
fun.
so I'm not sponsored by Streamlabs or Logitech, by the way. In either one of our instances.
I don't even
apparently
use
Logitech and Streamlabs are doing a total giveaway. Where it's like, oh, we're giving away a full stream upgrade. Enter for a chance to win prizes from Logitech G.
Is it one of those really bad Alienware computers?
It's not.
Okay.
I don't use Alienware.
Good.
But anyways, I click Learn More, and then it just opens up my my file explorer for some reason.
Learn more, and then it just opens the store page. It's like, buy it yourself.
Shadow, make sure to kill all the black aliens, various characters in Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay, can we stop reading out all of the random quotes, please?
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna stop.
I'd much rather have some actual conversations.
I'm sorry.
Because...
Presto is still on my screen from last stream.
You can keep him there if you want.
Yeah, they'll stay there.
He'll just exist.
I love the little drawing you have of Presto on your overlay. It was so cute.
I'm gonna animate it eventually. I want him to pop up every now and again instead of just being there at all times.
So the thing that says not subscribed and subscribed, is that an actual live count?
What do you mean?
So on your overlay, there's a little part that says not subscribed and subscribed. Is that an actual live count?
I want it to be live. I have not figured out how to set that up yet. That is just the most recent data I have that's accurate.
I think I might know a way.
Okay, well, tell me about it afterwards so that way then I can...
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because right now I can't do anything about it.
Nathaniel, Cinque Mano says, worst conversation starters. Hey, you know how Sonic Origins remade Sonic 2?
Hang on. I'll read that one out, because that seems like something I actually need to read.
Okay.
That seems like something that's a little bit more interesting.
Anubis fan says, oh, sorry.
Huh? Sorry.
No. I thought I interrupted you.
No.
Fan says,
Go ahead.
Anubis fan says, my life is turning upside down. I have autism. My high school aide is no longer assisting me. Because I have autistic support. I'm afraid I'll just go and start to take a nice hot bath for the pain. See ya.
Alright, catch you later, Anubis.
Right.
Nathaniel, the Sonic 3. Okay. If we're gonna get into Sonic Origins version of Sonic 3, I need to go into a little bit of development history. The dev team asked Sega if they could remake 3 after they got done with Mania. They were told, we don't need that right now, and held off. And then told the team, like, less than a year before Origins had started development. At which point, instead of telling them that they need this to function within the Hedgehog engine, they just used the Mania engine that they were already using for Sonic CD, Sonic 1, and Sonic 2 remakes for the mobile devices. And decided to just port over the Sonic 3 work into the Hedgehog engine, which caused even more glitches and problems. Meaning the game would not be nearly as buggy if it didn't have that menu. If it didn't have to be put into that menu, if you could decompile it into its own thing, it would work way better. And that is the honest truth. The Whitehead team did a wonderful job with headcanon and whatnot. I just think that the headcanon team did a lovely job with that version of the game, but oh boy, did Sonic Team mess it up by trying to shove their own engine for a menu.
I think that's why everyone said that the reason why Sonic 3 would never make it onto mobile, even though everyone wanted it so bad.
Yeah.
We don't have enough energy.
I wanted it too, I won't lie.
There is a demo out there that exists.
Is there?
Yeah, they did show off a demo to Sega of Angel Island.
See the hyena. Gavin, I feel bad for Anubis.
It'll be alright.
Enough of you.
I'm sorry I laughed.
Sonic Mania engine up to the version date, and I was...
Nathaniel Cinquamano
says,
well, Sonic 3 in Origins is running on the Sonic Mania engine up to the version date, and I was able to port all of Sonic 3's Origin stuff into Sonic Mania as a mod. Ooh.
Give me a link to that, please. I want to play that after Frontiers. Because
want that too.
Because once we finish Frontiers, once we finish up with Frontiers, I plan on going back and doing ROM hacks, fan games, any games that I missed, like Sonic Schoolhouse and the Riders games. We'll go back and play them all. And fan games are a part of that. That's the whole reason I haven't really touched Sonic fan games on the channel. Because I wanted to get done all the official stuff first.
February, the Saber-Tooth Tiger says, me too.
Same with Andre and Tyler. Yeah. It's alright, guys. I'm sure they'll be okay.
I have the feels for Anubis as well. I hope they get better.
Well, no need to bring down the vibe of the video.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's okay, let's just keep the vibe going.
Mechburna Blasta says there's a Sonic 3 mod where Agent Stone is the mini boss. Wait, okay. I need context with Agent Stone.
Agent Stone, okay. Remember the coffee salesman from Sonic 2?
The coffee salesman?
The movie.
Okay.
That was Agent Stone. He's the doctor's assistant in the movie.
Oh, okay. When I heard Agent, I was thinking of Gun.
I mean, he did technically work for Gun.
Okay. Nathaniel Cinquamano says, but the problem is it doesn't really work. It doesn't play. It just stays on the same first frame of the title screen, but it might also be able to port over all of the objects too.
I think you might have to rework some of the code, because you have to remember some of that was reworked already to work in the Hedgehog engine, so...
I can smell the pizza. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Honestly, I've only played one Sonic racing game, and it was on Xbox 360. I played,
All-Stars Racing Transformed?
Yeah, it was Racing Transformed.
All-Stars Racing Transform is a wonderful game. It's probably better than this in many ways. It actually had the same development team, too, so...
I was actually happy to see that Billy Hatcher came back, because Billy Hatcher is one of those Sega characters that not many people know of.
You're kidding me.
I'm being
Billy
serious.
Hatcher, I had to explain what Crazy Taxi was to somebody. But Billy Hatcher, oh no, they knew what Billy Hatcher was.
I mean, honestly, I really want to play Billy Hatcher first. I won't lie. It's been a while since I played it. Do the Egg Robos come back after Sonic 3? Yes and no, in my opinion, in terms of generations. But that's about it.
They show back up in Generations. They had the hard-boiled heavies in Mania. But in terms of, like, modern Sonic games, no, not really. And I think that's because Eggman made the Egg Pawn series of enemies from Heroes, so...
I honestly think that the Robos are more threatening than Pawns.
They are. They absolutely are, but... Either way, I think it's alright.
There's just a cool concept. They are.
I think the hard-boiled heavies are a really neat concept.
True.
Oh, man. We're technically in one of the Egg Fleet battleships right now.
Oh, yeah.
From Heroes, so...
I never got through Heroes.
I did a whole playthrough on here, and it was alright. I was losing steam by the end, though.
Dude. Nathaniel Cinquemano says, none of it, except for the music, was in the Hedgehog engine. So
really?
All the objects could work in the Retro engine. Maybe a separate file that works with the Retro engine.
Maybe. Maybe you could port it over to an older version of Retro?
That possibly could work.
Like because it could be using a version of Retro for Sonic 1 and 2, which were made back in 2013, and it may have just made it incompatible with the Mania engine. It's not likely, but it could work.
Mech Barnablasta says, since weren't they like robotic copies of Jim Carrey? Yo, imagine if we get Egg Robo in Sonic 3 movie. I honestly...
the Egg Robos weren't copies of Jim Carrey. They were meant to basically carry out his plans while he's up on the Death Egg. That's it. It's just, if you want something done, do it yourself, or make a robot double, that doesn't feel or think or know anything, and just does your every command.
I will be real, I feel like the Sonic movie franchise honestly is good enough with the 2, but then they had to add that small teaser at the end, and then I was just like, oh. I mean, yes, but no.
I think stopping at a trilogy would be fine.
Okay, yes, because honestly, a trilogy is really good, but as soon as they go past that, I'm just like, eh.
I mean, I'll keep watching, but if they keep making good stuff, that'll be that.
They do. The second movie I really enjoyed. Nathaniel Cinquemano says, also the Egg Robos show up in the flesh, metal, in the intro of Sonic Mania.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
That's what becomes that's what becomes of them in the that's how the hard-boiled heavies started.
Hard-boiled heavies.
The hard-boiled heavies were transformed like that by the gem.
We're talking about Heavy from TF2?
No, we're talking about the hard-boiled heavies from Sonic Mania.
Mech Blastus says, "Yeah, that's what I meant."
Good news,
Alrighty.
person who kidnapped me. Sufficient energy has been accumulated. My ultimate energy
Why does
engine is
Dodonpa
complete.
look like
This invention
the mayor
will usher in
from
a
Sonic
new era
Boom,
of
the TV series?
prosperity and cooperation.
I have no idea, but he is a Tanuki.
A Tanuki.
Yeah, he's a space Tanuki.
Yay.
Also, this is like his only appearance, and I don't think he's ever gonna show up again, which I'm okay with.
Orbot and Cubot are just honestly the best in any instance of Sonic. To be honest, they just have the best one-liners sometimes.
Also, we're on the final race of the game, so.
Oh, chat, give it up for Gavin. Hype in the chat.
1 year. It only took me almost 1 year. I started this journey on December 10th of last year.
Oh my gosh!
And I will have beaten every single Sonic game.
You got this.
With a story, and I think I can do it.
I believe in you. You got this.
Now we're on the top of the Egg Fleet, which is great, because I love Sonic Heroes. This game is full of references.
I mean, once I heard the Standopolis Zone theme, I started losing my marbles.
Oh, all of the remixes here were done by T-Lopes.
It was done by T-Lopes?
Yep.
Yes. I honestly love T-Lopes' work because they know the original style and they've like mastered it.
I'd love to commission T-Lopes to do like an opening theme for my waiting room music, but like, I don't know. I'm scared, I don't have money, and I'm scared, I don't have money, and I'm worried to reach out and then get told no. I don't know it.
I could help you with that. Depends on what you want.
No, it's fine. I'll come up with something eventually. I asked Karmic to make me something once, and he said sure. And then he has been waiting with that piano in the other room.
Also, why are the Sonic Raiders birds here? Why aren't the Sonic Raiders birds here?
The Babylon Rogues. The Rogues are not here for God knows what reason, because I don't understand why you know what? I don't understand why they're not here. The IDW Comics were allowed to use them. I finally found out where they place on the timeline, which is before this game. So, no, I have absolutely no idea why the Babylon Rogues aren't here. That's something that's going to confuse me till the end of time.
I just understood what they asked when you said Babylon Rogues. It took me a minute.
That's okay.
I have not played Sonic Riders, as you can tell.
That's okay. It's one of the more challenging racing games, honestly.
They had 3 installments, if I'm correct. Sonic Riders,
yep.
Sonic Free Riders, and then Sonic Riders Zero Grav.
Yep. And Zero Gravity and the first one are the only 2 that people consider to be good.
Maybe they got stuck on Free Riders motion controls and gave up on racing as a whole.
Well, so the thing is that the motion controls work for the tutorial, but after that, it's kind of hit or miss whether they work or not. And I cannot explain it other than they did not know how to use the Kinect. And I think that's the only way to put it. They didn't know how to use the Kinect properly. Alright. Up and around we go. But yeah, the IDW Comics were allowed to use the Babylon Rogues, and when I learned that, I began to look into when perhaps those games could take place on a grand scale of things. And the only way I was able to figure that out was because Zero Gravity has 06 style robots. Which Eggman only stopped using after 06, which means the game would have to take place in between 06, Riders 1, and whatever else can come between. They beat us. Of course they beat us.
Blast you, Sonic! I'll get you this time with my super-powered monster machine and smash your puny car into smithereens!
Hey, boss?
What is it?
About that monster machine, it's gone crazy, and it's headed for the energy core.
What? We're doomed! This airship is going to fall out of the sky!
Oh boy.
We gotta get out of here!
Yes, sir.
Wait for me!
Bad news, Sonic! With the fortress's crash, this airship is gonna fall out of the sky!
What? Tails, Silver, Rouge, Chow. Grab the guys who can't fly and get out of here.
Okay, but what about the car?
We gotta take care of our friends first.
Got it. Leave it to us.
Can't have you guys be the heroes without me.
Knuckles.
That's right! We'll use our
Aw, you guys got me.
And thus, friendship helped save the day, and the giant energy core gets destroyed. With the with the Eggman's flying fortresses down, the Egg Fleet destroyed.
Sonic and every...
I wouldn't worry about...
Hey guys, sorry about...
And everybody saved, safe and sound. Whoop-de-doo. The plot did not matter.
Really? All race together then?
Oh boy, you're hurting my head, Casey.
Exactly. I look forward to seeing everyone's competitive spirits in action again.
All right.
Look, is
now
red.
got
There
that
we go.
settled, let's get this race started.
The race is already over. Sonic, we beat the game. That was the game. That was Team Sonic Racing. This game is good, but it's not as good as Transformed, and
Congratulations.
we'll play Transformed when we get there. But this is the final episode until Frontiers. Thank God it's over. I am so tired of playing Sonic games. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm a little burnt out from playing every single Sonic game.
Oh, wait, did you ever touch Schoolhouse?
Story-based Sonic game, we're getting there.
Okay.
I'm just tired of all of the plots. I'm tired of the story being such a big, heavy part of these games.
Well, hey, now you can do a video on Sonic lore.
I already have one up on the channel for Classic Sonic. However, you're right. We will be doing a modern Sonic lore video after we complete Frontiers. I have that video halfway scripted.
Halfway scripted, let's go.
Yeah, so expect that sometime in December, probably.
That's when MFF is hitting.
What about Dark Brotherhood? That's not canon!
Dark Brotherhood?
Sonic Chronicles The Dark Brotherhood for the DS. That's not canon. Yeah!
What about Sonic Rush?
Already played it.
Oh, well damn.
And Rivals, and Rush Adventure, and Colors DS, and Colors Wii. I played it.
I didn't like Colors DS. I personally did not like it. On top of that, Sonic Generations on the 3DS was also bad.
Generation for 3DS wasn't too bad, actually. I kind of enjoyed it, but the final boss was a pain, and I didn't end up actually beating the final boss because I was already streaming for hours on it at that point. And
what about Sonic R? Sonic R is a racing game that doesn't have any lore or
yeah, it does.
in it,
It's got no.
It does?
It does. It has lore. I already played it. Already beat it.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
I did that way back a while ago. In fact, there's an entire playlist, guys, with every single video I've done that is Sonic related. It is 70 videos long.
Wait, I just saw that King Boom Boo comes back and is in this game?
Yeah.
I didn't know this. This is news to me.
Yeah. I literally played through every single Sonic game.
What about Sonic 06? Yeah.
Yeah, 8 parts. Did it. Beat it, and then we went on to play Sonic Unleashed.
Oh, Sonic Unleashed is a good game. I really enjoyed Sonic Unleashed.
So,
I never beat it, but it was really good.
Casey, here's the link to the playlist. And in fact, chat, if you want more Sonic, there's the link to the playlist. I did 1, 2, CD Chaos and Triple Trouble in one video. 3D Blast and Labyrinth, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic 3D Blast, Flicky, Drift 2, Sonic Pocket Adventure, Adventure 1, 4 Episode 1, 4 Episode 2, Advance 1, Advance 2. For the 100 sub extravaganza, we did Sonic the Fighters, Bonkers, and Dynamite Ducks. We did Advance 3, Adventure 2, Sonic Rush, Rivals, Sonic R, Sonic Mania, Knuckles Chaotix, Tails Sky Patrol and Tails Adventure, Sonic Forces, Mania Plus, Sega Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Jam, Sonic Generations 3DS, Heroes, Shadow, Rivals 2, Sonic and the Secret Rings, Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic Pinball Party, Sonic Origins, Sonic Battle, Sonic Rush Adventure, Sonic 06, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors, Sonic Lost World, Sonic Generations, Sonic Shuffle, and then Team Sonic Racing.
So I'd like to mention that there's a total of 69 videos in that entire playlist, and you reached 420 today.
Yep.
2 funny numbers.
2 funny numbers with the Sonic boys. Woot woot.
Broken, Kelly, Gracia, and Nicholas Official. I'm late!
Yes, you are! We just now finished the story mode.
Sonic 2 on Game Gear?
Yeah, the Sonic 2 episode, I did Sonic 2 and 2 for Game Gear. Along with and then the Sonic 1 episode, I did Sonic 1 for Game Gear and Sonic 1 on Genesis. We unlocked a bunch of levels and some new colors. There's a bunch of other extra stages, but none of them really matter.
I like the thumbnail for the timeline video.
Thank you. I spent a lot of time on that. There's actually an image behind that with all of the box arts lined up in order.
That's awesome.
So this is the Gachapon machine where you can unlock stuff. So that's what we're going to do for the rest of this with all 642 of our coins. You will never get repeats of the actual car parts. So, just kind of sit here and mash X for a while. So Casey, what did you think of this game?
I personally would like to try this game. It looks really fun.
It is on Switch, PC, PS4, and Xbox, so...
I'll have to get it on PC, because I don't have any of those other systems.
It's not hard to get your hands on. I'll say that much.
I'm poor.
That's alright.
We're
up to 12 likes and 100
How long did the first boss take?
In what, Sonic 2 for Game Gear? I don't know, maybe like a couple minutes. It didn't take very long. That game, while frustrating, once you figure it out, it's not too bad.
I played Chaos on the original Game Gear, and Triple Trouble. I actually have a cartridge of Sonic the Hedgehog for Game Gear on my desk.
I've got Chaos and Sonic 2 for Game Gear physically. Then the other games I just have to via the Mega Collection. So.
I really like the option menu music for Sonic Mega Collection for the PlayStation.
Oh, the music is great. I love using it whenever I whenever I'm not quite sure what to play. In fact, we'll probably be playing it once we get a chance to. But yeah, it's been a fun time here. Honestly, the only thing that's upsetting here is because of how loud the noises are for opening up the capsules and getting the sound effect for the item showing up. You don't get to listen to the remix of Sonic R's "Can You Feel the Sunshine," which is
what?
Yeah, there's a remix right here of "Can You Feel the Sunshine" playing in the background.
I'm sad.
And
I love that song.
It's a lovely guitar melody. It doesn't have the lyrics, but it's great.
Sonic 2 Game Gear boss theme slaps. I've never heard it.
It's pretty good.
There are some songs in Sonic that I literally have on a playlist for when I'm like doing stuff.
Here's the track, by the way. Make you want to survive.
Can you feel the sunshine?
Mommy, it makes me feel so free and survive. Can you feel the sunshine? Yeah. For all the other menus, it's got some pretty cool remixes as well. But that's it for me. Here's my stats if you're curious at all.
Stunts performed.
1,367.
Slingshot.
So if you're driving, if you're driving behind a character, you can then follow that, and it'll build up a boost. And then once you leave their little path, you'll slingshot ahead of them.
Ooh.
It's really helpful for when you have a team. Oh boy, 3 hours, so 6 hours total for this game, which isn't bad.
You drive a total of 791 kilometers.
Somebody convert that to miles and I'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And while Casey's trying to find that information, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, drop a like, and stick around. I've got much more content that's Sonic related, and even more that's not Sonic related. You can also follow me on Twitter at GavinDragonYT, and if you feel the need to donate to the PayPal link below, feel free to. And if you like the artwork, here I've got a Telegram group chat down below, along with our Discord group, which you can also join. All that and more. But once this video gets done processing, there will be 2 videos on screen that you'll be able to click on. Go ahead and do that. And Casey, what was my final amount of total distance?
491.505 miles. So essentially, you crossed like possibly about 2 states with that.
Okay, I've done more than that in this year alone. Then that's not bad.
491 miles. Congratulations.
Woot woot. All right, but that's it for me. I have been your humble host, Gavin the Kitty. Good night, everybody.